You're looking at Nevada, but this isn't the Nevada you think you know. While most Americans picture endless flat desert and Las Vegas neon, Nevada hides a secret that rewrites everything you thought you understood about this state. These mountains, all 314 distinct ranges of them, weren't supposed to be here. And 400 million years ago, they weren't. You're looking at the bottom of an ancient ocean. Nevada is the most mountainous state in the lower 48. Not Colorado, not Wyoming, Nevada. This is the story of a state being pulled apart at the seams, and the extreme geography that violent stretching created. Fact 1. Nevada sits atop one of Earth's most geologically violent zones, the Basin and Range province, where the Earth's crust is literally being ripped apart. Fact 2. Over the past 30 million years, Nevada has stretched east to west by nearly 100%. The state is literally twice as wide as it used to be. Fact 3. This stretching created a landscape geologists call Horst and Graben, a German term meaning uplifted blocks and down-dropped valleys, repeated over 300 times across the state. Fact 4. Nevada experiences roughly 10,000 earthquakes per year, most too small to feel, but a constant reminder that this extension continues today. Fact 5. The 1954 Dixie Valley earthquake created fault scarps up to 15 feet high in a single event, some of the most dramatic earthquake features in North American history. Fact 6. But here's where it gets stranger. A mysterious zone called the Walker Lane cuts diagonally across western Nevada, and geologists believe it might become the next San Andreas Fault. Fact 7. Nevada's crust isn't just stretching, it's thinning. In places, it's only 20 miles thick, compared to 30 to 40 miles in stable continental regions. Fact 8. This thin crust allows heat from Earth's mantle to reach closer to the surface, making Nevada second only to California in geothermal energy potential. Fact 9. Some of Nevada's mountain ranges are rising at rates of 1 to 2 millimeters per year. Doesn't sound like much until you realize that's 3 to 6 feet every 1,000 years. Fact 10. The iconic Pyramid Lake gets its name from a tufa formation created by the same tectonic forces, ancient lake deposits uplifted by fault activity. Nevada contains more mountain ranges than any other state in America, 314 named ranges. To put that in perspective, if you visited one mountain range per day, it would take you nearly a year to see them all. And here's the kicker. 42 of those ranges contain peaks over 10,000 feet. Nevada has more 10,000-foot peaks than the entire Appalachian mountain range combined. Fact 11. Nevada sits at the heart of the Great Basin, the largest contiguous endorheic watershed in North America. Translation: no water escapes to the ocean. Fact 12. Every drop of rain that falls in 90% of Nevada either evaporates, is absorbed by plants, or disappears into underground aquifers. It never reaches the sea. Fact 13. The Humboldt River, Nevada's longest, doesn't end in the ocean, a lake, or even another river. It just stops. It evaporates in the Humboldt Sink, a flat white alkali desert. Fact 14. But 15,000 years ago, during the last ice age, northwestern Nevada was covered by Lake Lahontan, a body of water nearly the size of Lake Michigan. Fact 15. Lake Lahontan was 900 feet deep at its maximum and covered 8,665 square miles. Today, Pyramid Lake and Walker Lake are all that remain. Fact 16. Beneath the Snake Range in eastern Nevada lies Lehman Caves, a marble labyrinth carved by water over millions of years. Fact 17. Lehman Caves contains over 300 shield formations, rare disc-shaped speleothems that grow outward in defiance of gravity. It has one of the highest concentrations of shields in any cave worldwide. Fact 18. Nevada's limestone mountains hide vast underground river systems. Some valleys contain aquifers holding water that fell as rain over 10,000 years ago. Fact 19. Wheeler Peak, at 13,065 feet, isn't just Nevada's second highest summit. It's home to something you'd never expect in the desert state. Fact 20. Wheeler Peak contains the only permanent ice field in the Great Basin, a rock glacier where ice persists year-round beneath the surface debris. Scientists debate whether to call it Nevada's only glacier. Here's the paradox. Nevada is the driest state in America, averaging only 9 inches of rainfall per year. Yet beneath Nevada's surface lies an estimated 600 million acre-feet of groundwater, enough water to cover the entire state 6 feet deep. Most of it fell as snow and rain during the Ice Age and has been slowly flowing through underground fractures for millennia. Some of that ancient water is only now reaching Valley Springs. Fact 21. Nevada's mineral wealth fundamentally built San Francisco. The Comstock lode, discovered in 1859, produced over $400 million in silver and gold, worth roughly $12 billion today. Fact 22. But Nevada's modern gold production dwarfs the Comstock era. Nevada currently produces more gold than any other state, and more than all other states combined. Fact 23. The Carlin Trend, a 40-mile-long gold belt in northeastern Nevada, is one of the richest gold mining districts ever discovered. Fact 24. Carlin-type gold deposits are unique. The gold is microscopic, invisible to the naked eye, disseminated through limestone in concentrations of just a few parts per million. Fact 25. In 2023, Nevada produced approximately 173 metric tons of gold, roughly 10% of total world production from a single U.S. state. Fact 26. But gold is old news. Nevada is now at the epicenter of the green energy revolution, and the reason is lithium. Fact 27. Nevada contains the only operating lithium production facility in the United States, extracting lithium from ancient brine deposits in Clayton Valley. Fact 28. Thacker Pass in northern Nevada contains one of the largest known lithium deposits on Earth, estimated at 20 to 40 million metric tons of lithium carbonate equivalent. Fact 29. The lithium from Thacker Pass alone could theoretically power batteries for over 30 million electric vehicles. Fact 30. Nevada's mineral wealth attracted Tesla's massive gigafactory to the Reno area, one of the largest buildings in the world by footprint, covering 5.3 million square feet. Nevada doesn't just produce gold and lithium. The state ranks in the top 5 nationally for production of silver, copper, mercury, magnesium, gypsum, and barite. Over 150 different minerals have been identified in commercial quantities across Nevada. If Nevada were its own country, it would rank among the top 10 gold-producing nations in the world, ahead of Canada, ahead of Indonesia, beaten only by countries like China, Russia, and Australia. Fact 31. Nevada is the 7th largest state by area, but ranks 32nd in population. More than 2/3 of Nevadans live in a single metropolitan area, Las Vegas. Fact 32. Nevada has the lowest population density of any U.S. state outside Alaska, just 28 people per square mile compared to the national average of 94. Fact 33. Esmeralda County, in southwestern Nevada, has a population density of 0.2 people per square mile, one of the lowest in the nation. You could walk for days and never see another person. Fact 34. The federal government owns 84.9% of Nevada, the highest percentage of any state. Most Nevadans technically live as guests on federal land. Fact 35. The Nevada test site, northwest of Las Vegas, was the location of 928 nuclear tests between 1951 and 1992, more than all other U.S. test sites combined. Fact 36. Those underground tests created over 800 visible subsidence craters, giving portions of the Nevada desert a moonscape appearance visible from space. Fact 37. Nevada's highest point, Boundary Peak, at 13,147 feet, sits on the California border and is actually a subsidiary peak of California's White Mountain. Nevada's true geographic monarch is Wheeler Peak. Fact 38. Nevada's extreme topographic relief, the difference between valley floors and mountain peaks, exceeds 7,000 feet in many areas, creating dramatic ecological zones within miles. Fact 39. You can drive from Mojave Desert cactus to alpine tundra in under an hour. These elevation changes compress climate zones that normally span thousands of miles. Fact 40. Wheeler Peak is home to bristlecone pines, the oldest living non-clonal organisms on Earth. One tree, cut down in 1964 before its significance was known, was 4,862 years old. Let's talk about those 300-plus mountain ranges. They're not randomly scattered. They run in remarkably parallel lines, almost all oriented north-south, the result of that east-west crustal extension we discussed. From space, Nevada looks like a washboard. Early explorers called it the most difficult terrain in America because you can't travel east or west without constantly crossing mountain ridges and valleys. Fact 41. Black Rock Desert contains one of the largest flat surfaces on Earth, a dry lakebed so level that the curvature of the Earth is visible across its 200-square-mile expanse. Fact 42. This playa hosts Burning Man, which temporarily becomes Nevada's third-largest city for 1 week every year, with populations exceeding 70,000. Fact 43. Black Rock Desert's perfectly flat surface has made it the site of multiple land speed records, including the first supersonic land speed record of 763 miles per hour in 1997. Fact 44. Remember the Walker Lane we mentioned? This 700-mile-long zone accommodates about 15 to 25% of the motion between the Pacific and North American plates. Fact 45. In 10 to 20 million years, geologists predict the Walker Lane may evolve into a major transform fault, potentially splitting Nevada and creating a new plate boundary. Fact 46. The Ruby Mountains in northeastern Nevada feature glacially carved valleys and alpine lakes, earning them the nickname Nevada's Alps, another landscape that defies desert stereotypes. Fact 47. Lamoille Canyon showcases a textbook glacial U-shaped valley, carved during Ice Age glaciers that extended down to 7,000 feet elevation. Fact 48. Valley of Fire State Park contains 150-million-year-old Aztec sandstone, preserved red sand dunes from when Nevada sat near the equator during the age of dinosaurs. Fact 49. Virgin Valley in northwestern Nevada contains one of the world's most important petrified wood localities, including rare opalized wood, where wood tissue was replaced by precious opal. Fact 50. Fly Geyser though accidentally created by a 1964 drilling operation, demonstrates Nevada's geothermal power. Mineral-laden water continuously builds colorful terraces in the middle of nowhere. Nevada isn't just extreme, it's a living laboratory of Earth processes happening in real time. A place where the ground shakes daily, where mountains rise millimeters per year, where ancient water flows in darkness beneath the driest state in America. 50 facts, 314 mountain ranges, millions of years of violent geological history. And yet, Nevada is still being written. If you're standing in Nevada, the crust is stretching. Faults are storing energy. Ancient water is flowing through limestone caves carved before humans walked the earth. Every earthquake is a sentence. Every mountain range, rising millimeter by millimeter, is a paragraph. Every ounce of gold pulled from the Carlin Trend is a word in a story that started when this land was an ocean floor. This is what extreme looks like. Not a single dramatic feature, but relentless repetition of the impossible. Mountains where there should be desert. Water where there should be none. Ice in the driest state. Gold in concentrations that defy chemistry. 314 times, the Earth's crust cracked and rose. 314 times Nevada said, "I'm not done yet." Most people drive through Nevada on I-80, see flat desert between Reno and Salt Lake, and think they've seen the state. They haven't even scratched the surface. Because Nevada's most extreme feature isn't something you can see. It's something you can only feel, if you know where to look and how deep to dig. If this shattered your perception of Nevada, imagine what we haven't told you about the other 49 states. Hit that like button if you never knew Nevada was this extreme. And subscribe, because we're taking you to America's most misunderstood places, one geographic mind bomb at a time. Thanks for watching. Now go find a map of Nevada and count those mountain ranges yourself. You'll be here a while.